welcome. I'm Erin Pearson, the host of Decisions Now, a podcast brought to you by eValueServe about how to leverage data and AI to improve business decisions. Today, we're joined by our guest, Ananya Ghosh Chowdhury. Ananya is a senior cloud solution architect specializing in enterprise AI strategy and solutions architecture. She advises Microsoft's retail customers on designing enterprise-grade solutions that leverage AI, ML, and analytical technologies. She works closely with Microsoft account teams and key customer stakeholders and helps develop strategies that achieve business goals through innovation and AI implementations. Ananya, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me on your show, Erin. And yeah, really thrilled and excited for our conversation today.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So, today we're going to be exploring how emerging generative AI capabilities are transforming business interactions and business making processes. So, let's dive in. So, Anaya, you've been at the forefront of AI developments. And just to begin, since we're going to be discussing some of this emerging functionality of AI, can you just start by setting some context and painting a picture for our listeners about the big milestones that we've had in AI since it really became mainstream in 2022?
Yes, absolutely, Erin. So AI isn't new, right? So it began in the 1950s with Professor Alan Turing's concept of simulating human intelligence, also known as the Turing test. And in 2017, there was this introduction of transformer architecture that revolutionized natural language processing, which is the backbones of models like GPT-3, GPT-3.4, and all of these models. Now, since 2022, we have seen several milestones that has shaped the industry. Firstly, the generative AI, has seen a remarkable revolution. Models like OpenAI's GPT-4, GPT, 3.5, they have set new standards in natural language processing. And that has also enabled more human-like interaction and also content generation. And this indeed has opened vast possibilities for businesses, from enhancing customer service with intelligent chatbots to creating highly personalized marketing content. Another critical milestone is the advancement in AI ethics and responsible AI. There has been a significant push towards developing AI systems that are fair, transparent, and accountable. We have initiatives like, responsible AI standards that have been crucial in ensuring that AI technologies are developed and deployed ethically, and also addressing issues such as bias and privacy. We've also seen the integration of AI with IoT and edge computing, and that has been a game changer for sure. So this combination of real-time data processing plus decision making is particularly beneficial in industries like, let's say, healthcare, manufacturing, retail, financial services, all of the industries. So again, additionally, another progress that we have seen in AI is predictive analytics, right? So that has empowered businesses to make more informed decisions, and these advanced AI models can now predict trends and behaviors with greater accuracy, helping all of these organizations and businesses optimize their strategies and operationalize. So lastly, I would say, another thing that we have seen is the democratization of AI through low code no code platforms. Now these have made AI, or these generative AI models, accessible to a broader audience. We have platforms like Azure AI Studio that enables user without deep technical hands-on experience to develop and deploy AI solutions. That has definitely been driven innovation across different sectors. So all these milestones collectively definitely illustrate rapid advancements in AI and their profound impact on business interactions and also decision making. So it's definitely an exciting time to be involved in AI, and the future looks even more promising.
Yeah. No, I think that's great. I think especially in the last little bit of what you said as well is when people are enabled to use what has traditionally been very sophisticated and complex, not that it isn't today, but technology, that's really where these on-demand use cases come from, and really where we're seeing this explosion of companies starting and everything with Gen AI. And it's interesting to see what sticks, what works, all of like the little micro use cases that people can develop. And when do you choose to make it yourself versus when do you choose to buy a platform or another technology as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Um, One of the new capabilities that is just starting to get implemented, and that you had mentioned when we were talking earlier that you're really excited about, is this ability to talk to your data. So you had mentioned naturally all of the chat bots that are coming out. So lots of things today about how can you talk to your data, or sorry, chat with your data, but literally to verbally speak to your data. So can you explain what this means and how it's different from the bots that we're interacting with, such as within ChatGPT with its text base, or even in call centers when you pick up the phone and you're talking to a robot?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, all this while we had, or until 2 3 months before, we had chat with your data, right? So you have your data grounded and you're able to have interactions with it. Now, this new concept of talk to your data is a significant advancement. So with the new Azure OpenAI GPT-4 or real-time preview model, we are seeing integration of speech-to-speech capabilities, which allows users to have like more natural conversations with their data. So you can really like talk to your data, which is grounded in your systems, and of course with all the privacy security and everything in place, and in your language, in your choice of language, and the system will also talk back to you in the language of your choice. And this differs from traditional call center bots, or what we have seen traditionally, in several ways. Firstly is conversational AI, right? So this new talking to your data entire thing, this enables dynamic context aware interactions, unlike the often scripted and limited responses of the call center bots that we have seen so far. Next is the voice RAG integration. So we utilizing the voice RAG application pattern, you can now interact with your data using your own voice. Also, you get real-time insights because these are grounded to your data and have real-time access to your data. So you get instant real-time answers to complex questions that often human like might not be able to find as quickly. Also, there are some advanced functionalities. Let's say the Azure OpenAI, model also supports function calling, so that enables sophisticated search and grounding of information from your knowledge bases. And your data can literally reside anywhere. Like it can be in Azure Blob Storage container, in somewhere else, in your local, anywhere. Right. So this isn't something that we had, previously, or the traditional way the call centers operated had. Also, we have seen a significant enhanced user experience. The speech to speech feature, also ensures a seamless, very natural way of interaction with with these systems, and making the whole process a lot more intuitive and general. So this is extremely powerful and flexible and interactive, and kind of an interacting way of engaging with your data. Parallelly, also giving you like deeper insights and more meaningful interactions.
Yeah. I think it's interesting because I think there's so much that you can gain from brainstorming with people, um, as well, that this kind of it really enables you to brainstorm with your data as well. So it's interesting because the same way that you talk to AI via a chatbot today, it might change how you communicate, more verbally as well. So it's interesting to see the impacts on language as a whole, from a slightly different perspective. But I think it really opens a lot of possibilities, and how you can be interactive. Maybe it can also teach you how to present data better,
Yes,
as
yes.
well, if it can help you find and understand the story.
Yep.
Yeah. So, can you walk us through a couple of real world use cases of where this technology is making significant impacts? I mean, certainly you've done a lot of work in retail and stuff, so maybe some examples within some of these spaces.
Yes, absolutely. So one of the most, top common use cases that we have seen is the retail co-pilot, right? And data-powered personalized shopping. So these systems are grounded in customer data, and this retail co-pilot analyzes some of your purchase behaviors, preferences to offer personalized recommendations. And this data-driven approach not only increases sales, but also enhances customer satisfaction by providing a tailored shopping experience. We've had personalized product recommendations in the past, but this is new because this can in real time interact with your data. So you can get a as if you're shopping in a store experience, even in a website, right? Because it knows your your purchase patterns. It can suggest you product per that. And also if you need it to do some search or all of it, which you would, if you walk up to a store, you say, for example, I'm going camping, right? What are the things that I would need? So you can do that in a store. Right now you can have the same experience in a website, because it will be able to do that vector search, semantic search, in the back end, and give you, products that you need for your hiking trip. So that's one of the very game changing use cases. Next is, of course, employee productivity. So you can also use this for store associates to provide instant access to product information, inventory levels, customer preferences, which definitely enhances productivity and customer service. In the grocery sector, we have seen recipe generation. So this is used to suggest meal ideas to customers based on the items that's already there in their shopping cart. So this adds to your shopping experience, and also helps the retailers promote products that are in stock or on sale, something like that, right? There are some other common use cases which are like assortment optimization. So analyzing sales data, customer preferences, market trends to recommend some of the optimal product assortment, ensuring that the retailers stock the right products to meet customer demand. Also planogram automation, demand forecasting. AI has always predicted demand, and like what is the future demand for products, helping retailers manage inventory. Supply chain optimization again is one of the very sought after use case, I would say. So this can help retailers optimize their supply chain operations, ensuring timely delivery of products and also reducing some of their logistic cost. So that's with retail. Now with call center, we have seen there's a service collaboration platform that was developed using Azure OpenAI service. So this eliminates service tickets and automates some of the administrative tasks for AI technicians, or for IT technicians. Now this has significantly improved operational efficiency. Technicians can now save an hour per day on manual data entries. So in call centers now the representatives do not have to take notes, they don't have to find the information on their way. So this has not only improved compliance and data accuracy, but it has also resulted in significant time savings. So one organization even reported a whooping 300 hour saving per month due to all of this
Wow.
automated time entries and like real time transcription, note taking, summarization of the entire issue. So yes, then we have real-time agent assistance. We have call center agents now can get real-time help from AI, so the representatives do not have to go and manually search for a complex question or a tricky customer issue that they are dealing with. So we have these systems that can already provide them with the relevant information, or also suggest suggestions, helping the agent to solve the problem more efficiently. Also during the call they have sentiment analysis, so they can understand what the customer feelings are, what is the sentiment of the customer, so that they can adapt to their responses and resolutions to better meet the customer needs. So these are some great things. We've also seen post-call analysis. Yes, so this helps us in getting insights into customer conversations. For example, if we are getting repetitive issues on a particular product, right? Then probably the team needs to do some root cause analysis on what's going wrong with the product. So for all of these, for all the post-call transcription, post-call analytics that you want to do, if you want to get insights from your unstructured data, right now it's very difficult to do that. But then with these technologies, with the generative AI technologies, it is possible and easy. Also we have seen fraud detection use cases. So it has been able to continuously monitor and analyze incoming data for potential fraud.
Wow. So, I mean, honestly, it's really everywhere. It's on the buyer side, the seller side. I will say, I believe, and at least in the next couple of years, my wallet is likely to take a hit because of all of these pieces as well. So, with that, in your experience, how has the rise of Gen AI tools really affected how organizations can affect personalization and recommendations to shoppers? And what are the pitfalls that we should also be aware of that, flip the script a little bit?
Absolutely. So the rise of these generative AI tools and technologies and these new models have significantly influenced the way organizations approach personalization and also recommendations, right? So we have definitely seen enhanced personalization. Firstly, because of data-driven insights. So all these generative AI models analyzes vast amount of data, and they're also trained on billions and zillions of data, right? So they're able to understand customer preferences and behaviors, which definitely allows for highly personalized content. Also, they can do real time adaptation, so they can, in real time adapt to customer interactions, and also provide recommendations that are contextually relevant and definitely timely. Also, we have seen omni-channel personalization. So this enables a seamless and consistent personalized experience across all the platforms and touch points. So, so whatever is your marketing channel, so you have a unique and a personalized experience and consistent across all the platforms. So this has definitely helped us in, having improved recommendations, creating personalized content such as email, product description, that resonate with individual customer, which definitely leads to, increased conversion rates and customer loyalty. Coming to the potential pitfalls, well, first is definitely privacy concerns. So it's very crucial for organizations to have the right responsible AI principles and tools and frameworks in place, and abide by those, live by those in doing anything AI. Next could also be over personalization. Now, there's a risk of making customers feel uncomfortable if the personalization is too precise or too, intrusive. So, striking the right balance is key. Like we often see, you're just talking about a ring, and all the every time all you're seeing in your Instagram, Facebook, everywhere is just rings, right? So that is kind of over personalization. So that makes us think, hey, what's happening? Everyone, my data is everywhere, right? So that's one of the challenges, and that's one of the pitfalls. That could be one of the pitfalls, I would say. Next is bias and fairness. So, as a part of your responsible AI framework, it's very important to have or to implement checks and balances that ensures that all the systems that's developed are fair and unbiased. Also, technical challenges is a huge pitfall. Implementing all of these generative AI tools and technologies, prompt flow, and other stuff requires significant technical expertise and resources, which can be a barrier for some organizations. So, but other than that, if you can manage all of these, it's not as hard to implement these AI technologies.
Yeah. No, I think it's interesting. It's an old example that just leverages data as well. But there's that very famous example from Target that was able, based on buyer behavior, to predict that a teenage girl was pregnant. And her dad had called saying, "Why are you sending a magazine about, new baby stuff or pregnancy supplies?" And it ended up Target was right based on her shopping behaviors, that they predicted it. And it's very interesting to see how you can actually leverage it properly to predict ahead of time. And that's only getting more and more sophisticated and more accessible to companies across the board, not just huge brands such as Target.
Yep.
But let's go into like responsible AI a bit more as well. So there's certainly tons of excitement around AI. Like the capabilities are really cool. It's really awesome when you're on the seller side of it and you're like, there's all these things that we can do to increase, profitability as well. But one of the key things, and I think a growing trend that we start to see in younger buyers as well, is they look out for things like the transparency in what people are doing, and they want to be aware of what it means when somebody has access to their data. So, but you also have to balance responsible AI with innovation in your company and also consumer preferences as well. So, how do you balance innovation with privacy concerns, and how does that impact the different projects that you're working on?
Oh yes, yeah, absolutely. So that is key, right? So how do you make sure that you are achieving what you want to achieve, but you are not being unfair, and you're sticking to your responsible AI principles. So that's definitely the talk of the town. There's so much excitement around AI capabilities, and all this excitement is definitely like well founded, as it holds the potential to revolutionize the industry. And balancing innovation with privacy concern is a critical aspect of the responsible AI practices. And when we talk about responsible AI, so the responsible AI principles mainly emphasizes on the importance of developing and using AI in a manner that is fair, reliable, safe, private, secure, inclusive, transparent, and accountable. I know it's a lot, but those are essential. So these principles guide the creation of all AI infused applications, or even legacy in applications that are integrating AI into their systems. So making sure that these systems treats all people fairly and performs reliably, safely, respects the privacy of the people, and also empowers everyone through these low code no code solutions. So we have seen, like, great examples. One of the case studies that I was studying was, so how do you so these organizations, so there was this one organization, so they were trying to do something around potentially private synthetic data generation. So the challenge that they had was, so there was this company that aimed to develop a machine learning model that could provide personalized recommendation to users. However, they were concerned about the privacy implication of using real, user data for training their model, or for fine tuning their, GPT-4 model. So what this customer did was, they employed differentially private synthetic data generation, which is basically a technique that creates synthetic data statistically similar to the real data, but does not actually contain any user information, any real user information. So by added all of this controlled noise to the data, they were able to ensure that individual data points could not be re-identified. Thus, they were able to maintain user privacy. And of course, at the end of it, the output was innovation. They were able to develop a highly accurate recommendation system using the synthetic data, not the real data, and all the privacy, was maintained. And trust. They were also able to act on the company's commitment to privacy, enhanced user trust, and also confidence in their services. So that's one of the example how you can do innovation, do innovative things, and also maintain privacy, making sure that you have responsible AI principles in place. And that's the first thing. Before you solve any business problem, you should have responsible AI frameworks and technologies in place, and then implement your AI use cases. That's crucial.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to build the trust. You have to have the foundation
Exactly.
in place.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously, there's a growing demand for AI talent. There's projections that there's about 17 million new AI related jobs that are going to be available by around 2030. So, what advice would you give to organizations who are looking to build AI ready teams, and also to individuals who are hoping to transition into these AI related roles?
That's my favorite topic. But yeah, so yes, you are correct. The demand for AI talent is indeed surging, and we are expecting a significant talent gap in the industry. So which basically means that there's a lot of need for AI trained professionals, for AI skilled professionals, and there's not of individuals in the market, or not a lot of professionals in the market with the right skills. So to address this, first I have started a meetup group called AI Boardroom in the Greater Seattle area. So we focus on making organizations AI ready by empowering the business leaders with the right tools, technologies, again, responsible AI frameworks. And also on the other side, we do hackathons, trainings, upskilling workshops to equip individuals with the skills that they need to build AI systems effectively. So my advice to organizations who are looking to be AI ready, or looking to build AI ready teams, is first, develop and implement a very structured AI adoption framework, which would include, or which might include, current state assessment of your AI readiness. Very important to know where you are currently. Next is your strategy. Then what's your implementation goals, and also a monitoring and a feedback loop, because it's a continuous improvement process. It's not that you set this up once and you're done, right? It's not a once and done thing. Next is invest in training. So offer continuous learning opportunities for employees, partner with educational institutions, or let's say, online platforms to provide to some of the courses in AI, machine learning, generative AI, data science, all of that. And the basic of everything is foster a culture of innovation. So build teams with diverse skill sets, like let's say combine data scientists and SDEs and domain experts, ethicists, to ensure a well-rounded approach to AI projects. Allow team to work on AI projects. That's the best way to learn, right? And also ask them to share their successes and failures, so that we all learn from each other, right? It's a new technology, we all are learning. Also adopt some of the AI tools. So implement AI tools and platforms, let's say like Azure AI Studio, and there are so many else as well, to employ, to help these employees to experiment and build AI solutions, and also infuse AI or integrate AI in existing applications to make these applications smart. And the last and the foremost is ethics and governance. So establish clear guidelines for ethical AI use. Ensure that your AI practices are transparent, fair, and responsible. So that's for organizations to become AI ready. And for individuals who are looking to transition into AI roles, first is it's very crucial to stay up to date with the latest AI trends and technologies through continuous learning. Things are changing every other week, right? So engage in real world projects and contribute to open source AI projects for those hands-on experience. Again, networking is key, be it AI, be it any other technology. If you're in the tech industry, that's a key. So connect with AI professionals by attending conferences, joining forums, engaging with thought leaders. Like I'm going to ODSC next week. It's from end of October, so I'm going to have great networking sessions, and also be taking us like speaking on a session as well. So conferences like that really you know. Opens up your mind, eyes, and you are able to build a very strong network. So apart from that, have a strong foundation in mathematics, statistics, and programming languages. Example: Python, TensorFlow, PyTorch. So all these are the key. And before you start building anything in AI, please understand the ethical implications of AI, and stay informed about data privacy, bias, and fairness to ensure responsible AI use.
Yeah, I think that's great. I really like what you said, that there's a gap, and you have to foster a culture of innovation, not just within a company, but there is a personal element to it as well, that you have to nurture the seed yourself and be proactive about it. And companies also need to offer a lot of resources, because the reality is this is new. There is a huge gap of talent. So it's not just about finding somebody, because there's not that many people who have the skill set. It's about developing the skill set within the team that you have, or a team that you're going to be developing within your organization as well. And they all go hand in hand with each other. Um, One of the pieces within that is the importance of upskilling in AI. And Microsoft has a lot of actually free training programs to bridge the AI skill gap. So, can you spend a couple minutes to talk about what Microsoft offers?
Yes, absolutely. Upskilling in AI is becoming more and more important in the coming days, because we are seeing a rapid evolution and a rapid adoption of the AI use cases as well. So, there's a growing demand for AI talent. So, of course, like other organizations as well, Microsoft has many free training programs that significantly contribute to bridging the AI skill gap by making high quality AI education accessible to a diverse audience, and right from the comfort of your home, right? You don't even have to go anywhere. Firstly, we have comprehensive learning paths. So these programs provide structured learning paths that cater to various skill levels, like from beginners to advanced practitioners. So this helps individually to systematically develop their AI expertise. So these learning paths will meet you where you are in your AI skilling journey. Next is industry relevant skills. So there are training that's designed in collaboration with industry experts. So ensuring that the skills taught are aligned with current market needs and trends. So making sure that you are you're well equipped to have to know all the real world use cases and building your skills around that. Next is, of course, the well-known certifications. So we have always had, Azure certifications for many other skill sets, and it is the same for AI as well. And these certifications, once a learner earns these certifications, are recognized by employers, right? So, and this will also enhance your job prospects and credibility in the field. Of course, Microsoft emphasizes a lot on responsible AI practices, and that is also integrated into these training. So, educating learners on the ethical implications and responsible use of AI, and also how do you do that, right? You know these frameworks, but you also need to know how to implement, how to apply those. We also have a huge community support. So learners can engage with a community of peers and experts that can also provide a support network. If you have questions, you can get your questions answered in the network. And you also have opportunities for collaboration and knowledge share, and all these contents are of course up to date. So the dynamic nature of this programs allows you to have updated content regularly and ensuring that you are equipped with the latest technology and skills. Also, all of these programs are available online, so making them accessible to a global audience and help democratize AI education. So all these resources are available for free. Please upskill and reskill as well to meet the demands of the evolving job market. While organizations can also develop a talent pipeline that is prepared for the future of work. And also lastly, we also have Microsoft's commitment to responsible AI and inclusive learning that also further ensures that the workforce is not only skilled but also mindful of considerations surrounding AI.
Yeah, that's great. There's a lot of really cool programs that you guys are offering, and it goes back to the point that you were making before. But it's there's plenty of resources available for companies to encourage their employees to take. They can develop that culture of innovation and upskilling, and when people are proactive and they put themselves in that spot, if they do want to upskill or reskill into those areas, it's a great opportunity. So, as we wrap up here, what advice would you give to organizations looking to leverage generative AI tools more effectively? And what are the key principles that they should keep in mind to ensure that they're using these responsibly to drive that real business value?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it's very important for organizations to approach all of these generative AI tools with a strategic as well as a responsible mindset. And some of the key principles to keep in mind are: firstly, define clear objectives. So, understand what you are aiming for to achieve with generative AI and also set clear, measurable goals. Next is data quality. We say, your AI systems or your intelligence systems are only as good as your data, right? So, data quality is of immense importance. So, ensure that the data that is used to, train these AI models, if you're fine tuning the generative AI models, is accurate, responsible, and representative and free from any biases. Of course, again, ethical use. So commit to using this generative AI tools in ways that are ethical and also aligned with your organization's values. Also be transparent about how these generative AI tools is used in decision making processes. Like we have often sees, when a content is generated by AI, it is written there, like there's a sign in there which says that generated by AI, right? Which, because it requires human oversight, so maintain that human oversight to ensure that some of the outputs of the generative AI models and systems are interpreted and applied correctly. Again, it's not a once and done procedure. You should always have continuous monitoring in place, so regular that these AI applications are performing well in terms of performance and fairness, security. Implement robust security measures to protect these systems and of course your data. Compliance: stay informed about and comply with all the relevant regulations and standards that is applicable to your organization in your region and in the industry that you are in. Employee training: again, going back to our previous point, invest in training employees to work effectively with these AI tools, because seriously, it does increase your productivity a lot. And in that case, your employees will also be able to focus on more complex issues, and it will save you a lot of time and increase productivity a lot. And again, at the heart of everything that we do as organizations is being customer centric. So keep the customer experience at the forefront of any AI initiative. So yes, so by adhering to these principles, I definitely feel organizations can leverage generative AI tools to drive innovation, business value, while also maintaining trust and responsibility. So again, it's all about finding the right balance between technological advancements and also ethical stewardship.
Yeah, I think that's great. And as they say, the future is at your fingertips. So it's really all the tools are available to you. There's lots of opportunities that are available today for people to try and experiment.
Yep.
It's just about doing it really and doing it smartly as well. But Ananya, that was great. I really enjoyed the conversation. You shared a lot of really great insights, very well organized in all your thoughts as well. So I appreciate all of that.
No, absolutely. Again, thank you so much for your time. It was great having this conversation with you and sharing insights and also understanding, from you what's going on in the industry.
Yeah, great. Thanks for listening to this episode of Decisions Now. Check out all episodes at evalueserve.com/podcast and don't forget to subscribe for future episodes.